here needs morning wisdom? It's your old buddy Open Phones. It's morning. We're here to do morning ablutions. We're here to, look, do I know what the word ablutions means? But regardless, we are here to reach out for some morning advice. Will I have a great time tomorrow for my birthday? Happy birthday. Gigi, I'm gonna pre-answer your question and say, yeah, you're gonna have a great time at your birthday tomorrow. There, I did it. And instead, Gigi, I'm gonna give you a little look at your year to come, okay? Give you a little advice from the cards. Do I have your permission to do that? Please, Gigi, please. Will you let me do that? Okay. Because you're gonna have a good birthday. I mean, why even open the door to having a bad birthday? That's my philosophy. Here we go. Look, I'm taking my non-dominant hand, cut the deck into 3 different piles, okay? And I'm gonna recombine these piles in the order that the deck itself seems like it wants to be recombined into. And I'm gonna say, Gigi, the deck has this to say to you. When it comes to your conscious mind as you approach this brand new year, it would like you to fill that mind with the purest form of love. Love for self. What is this image, after all, that Pamela Coleman Smith is so strangely thrown in our way? I think you could spend all day just talking about what we may or may not be looking at, but what I have decided this image is a picture of, in this case, you, Gigi, handing you a gift. What about self-image? How should you hold yourself in this new era, this new year of yours? The cards wish you to enthrone yourself in the seat of wisdom and be an active agent of truth when it comes to dealing with yourself, okay? Imagination. Your imagination, according to the deck, needs to be routed toward new spiritual or creative ideas. And you must ground yourself in this coming year, Gigi, in a sense of deepest, even divine, if you allow yourself such usage of words, truth. This is interior truth. It's the sword of truth that lives inside of your stomach, Gigi. You refer to this sword whenever it's time to make a real decision, and you're gonna be okay. Gigi, I hope you had the best birthday ever. Thank you for getting us started on a positive note. Who here needs a simple form of 1-card advice for this your upcoming Checks Watch Tuesday? What date is it? Oh my God, it's January 13th already. It's January 13th. What are we gonna do? I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna rock out the rest of January, period. Who here needs cards? Bella, is it you? We're talking about, what are we talking about? We're talking about we gotta get our Tuesdays underway. Or maybe your Tuesday already is underway. I live and broadcast from the most glamorous place on earth, Hollywood, California. So my morning is just beginning. It's only 7:51 a.m. here. But perhaps you are staring at your computer already. Isn't that the only job available at this point? Staring at your computer? I hope you're having fun at your job, aka staring at your computer. I know I am. Who here requires the advice of the cards? You can tell me. Is it you, Brat Fairy Girl? Is it you, Kaylee? Thanks, Kaylee. Thank you for liking my live. Kaylee, I like your live too. Oh, Kaylee, I'm so sorry to hear that. Kaylee lost her job yesterday. That sucks. Oh man, have I been there? It is stressful when that happens. It is so stressful. Thank you. Let's get to work. Give Kaylee a little piece of wisdom. As Kaylee got bleeping fired with no explanation yesterday, which sounds like America to me, assuming you're here, as our beautiful system collapses inward on itself, taking ... everyone with it on the globe. Oh, Kaylee, who's to say? Isn't it exciting? It's like being on a roller coaster without seatbelts. Woo! You're in Georgia, to be exact. Well, welcome to the internet where there are no countries. I don't know why that made me laugh, but it did. I'm seeing a Page of Pentacles here, and a Page of Pentacles is the lowest rung on the food chain towards king, okay? Like the ladder, I don't know if food chain's right. I hope the page is not eating anybody. There you are. Okay, I'm gonna keep going, Kaylee. Deck, how should Kaylee fine-tune their vision of themselves in their own mind? Look in the mirror and think of yourself as in active engagement with your passionate creative side. Reach for control, not in the world itself necessarily. I mean, look, of course you can and should, but you need to think of yourself as somebody who is strong and a warrior in the creative, fiery spaces right now. And you need to fill your imagination with, well, this is interesting, this card, 10 Pentacles. 10 Pentacles is obviously bringing us right back to the world of jobs and material concerns. The Pentacles are all about that. And in the 10, you see the climax of that. Like, it's like basically you see the most Pentacles that you can have. And therefore, I'm thinking like the deck is simply pushing you towards imagining the most for yourself. The very, 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 very most. Think about yourself in this photograph. Do you know what I mean? As you stare at that beautiful tree of life in the center, cryptically left there by Pamela Coleman Smith for us to wonder about. All right, Kaylee, the deck has spoken. I hope that this is helpful advice to you. I'm really sorry you lost your job. That is so stressful. That is the most stressful way to begin a year. I mean, but you know what, Kaylee? We need to get used to stress. We're all gonna be stressed out from now on. We need to actively find ways to not be stressed. Meditate. I don't bleep and know. Natasha, first of all, I said you first, so we're going to you. I paused the chat so that look, I'm an old man. Don't believe it. The filters up here are incredible. I'm actually around 97 years old. So don't trust anything you see. Obviously, I don't have to tell you that, Natasha Susan. Let's just get to work here and do Natasha Susan's one card draw that will give her something to think about as she, I guess begins or continues her Tuesday. I'm using my non-dominant hand. I'm recombining the deck. Natasha Susan, I just want to give you a little piece of fourth dimensional advice from this here tarot deck, the Pamela Coleman Smith deck. That's right. Oh, well, Natasha Susan. Here you are being beckoned by divinity itself. That's right. You are in the major arcana. You are at the moon, my favorite card of the major arcana. Well, one of my favorite cards of the major arcana. I have a lot of favorite cards of the major arcana, but this is definitely one. And what we see here is, like I said, divine femininity and the magnetic massiveness of that as it approaches paradise itself. You need to reach into the mystery. You need to reach into your, if you are identify as feminine or female, you need to reach into that feminine power and that reflective divinity, that gestational divinity, and explore. This is a very broad symbol for you. This episode of Open Phones is brought to you by Topo Chico and whatever drip coffee I can get my hands on. Sorry, I didn't mean to move the camera. Boop, boop, boop. As you see, I'm broadcasting from heaven. It feels like new year, new me. Do you know what I mean, Kaylee? New year, new me. Can't we all say that? Aren't we all allowed to say new year, new me? Even if we are 78, 79 years old. Patty Sue, of course. Hi, Patty Sue. You have a funeral today, right? You need a card. Yeah, you need a card, Patty Sue. Let's take a look at this, Patty Sue. Look. Okay, let's see what we have to say. Oh, wow. Well, I mean, this is interesting. Obviously, the deck is responding to you because what are you seeing, Patty Sue, except for the deck's iteration of transcendence. Spirits transcending to heaven. That's what this card can contain. I mean, it's a symbol of transcendence writ large, but like basically, it just makes, it's interesting. It just feels to me like a confirmation, Patty Sue, of what you're doing and an invitation to deeply engage it, even celebrate it. Boy, is there a capital C at the top of that word celebration in this context. You are talking about transcendence. I mean, that's like, you cannot go light on that word. That word is special. And bringing people together, yes, of course, that's a part of it as well. There's a reminder here as well, Patty Sue, about the available idea of divinity in the world. If you want it, and if you want to access it, it's there for you. The idea, like just the meditational idea of life changing forms from one to another, as it must, to be life. Boy, howdy, isn't that strange? A way that you can define death is stillness. Motion is life. Know what I mean? Oh yeah, so good. Who needs morning cards? Who needs? I'm the most glamorous place on earth, Patty Sue. Hollywood, California. I know. Lucky me, right? Can I get a card for Leslie? Yes, you may. Okay, we're gonna throw a card for Leslie. Zool, get ready. Is that you, Zool, or you, Leslie, in this equation? Oh, man. 2026, people. We did it, right? Isn't this where we're supposed to be dancing in the streets because we survived 2025? Guess what I get to do, everybody, today? I get to have a root canal finished. What? I know, free anesthetic, baby. I'm going in for the free anesthetic. They told me that I can have as much anesthetic as I want, as long as I sit still for this procedure, which I've got to be ready to go for in a couple of hours. It's nice to start this early so that I'm hitting the ground really hard running. Here comes Leslie. Leslie. Mwah. Okay, I'm cutting these cards for you, Leslie. I mean it. I have this to share with you from this deck. Oh, interesting. Leslie, you've been given, Leslie/Zool, you've been shown a 10 of Swords, which is a conclusionary card, kind of an exclamation point of a card. Think about it that way. And obviously one that can evoke a tremendous amount of suffering if one is so inclined. But what we see here, first of all, just to break it down, are the swords, the realm of intellect, the realm of wisdom, the realm of the mind. The mind is a terrible thing, ... According to Pamela Coleman Smith, the human mind, not the divine mind. The divine mind, which is illustrated in this deck by a single sword, is quite good, is quite wonderful, and is something that we all possess. If we can just get quiet enough inside of ourselves to listen down, right about there, to that interior sword of truth that possesses all of the wisdom that we could possibly need, and usually, almost every time, in fact every time, routes us toward the right decision for ourselves, then we're winning. One sword. What we have here are the opposite of one sword. 10 swords in this deck, the opposite. I mean, like, it's a 1 to 10 system, this deck. So you're seeing a crescendo, you're seeing a conclusion, and you're seeing the deck say to you, potentially, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Finish with this energy. Throw it away. Throw it away? No, don't throw it away. Throw it into the pile of experiences that you draw upon daily to inform your future progress. Well, honestly, Zool, I'm not able to reach into your life like psychic people do and tell you what it means so much. I'm just telling you that the cards have something in the realm of pain that they probably want to address with you. Psychic pain, mental pain, like the kind of pain that I tend to tag inside of myself as own worst enemy pain. As these swords so often are there to illustrate. Own worst enemy vibes. Are you suffering in the realm of the mental right now? I don't know. Is there something in your world that's been driving you crazy? The cards are screaming, wrap it up. But I don't know. Who here needs morning wisdom? Morning tarot wisdom. Who here needs morning tarot wisdom? I am about to throw you a morning card, sweet Miss Honey. Come over here every morning that I'm up here and you'll get a morning card. Just a card in the morning. Ice cold, and yet delicious. What do you think it's gonna say, Miss Honey? Should I look? Miss Honey, the deck has a big divine message for you right now. I mean, it's a good one. I love this card. It's the Hanged Man. Yes, it's good things. You know why it's good things, Miss Honey? Because even though what you're staring at is somebody who is hung upside down, which one would immediately think, oh, maybe that's not the best thing. Maybe this is a card of some kind of punishment. No, Miss Honey. No. This is a card of choice. This is a card of gestation. This is a card where there's enough strength that you have accrued, Miss Honey, you personally, over the course of your experience, that you are now ready and able and even willing to step into a situation that may be slightly uncomfortable in the immediate, in aid of some future goal that you are pursuing. We are invited to consider divine sacrifice. We are invited to consider ease inside of discomfort. And we are invited to discover ourselves at card number 13 when we make the transformation. I've been told that I have an actual work call at 9:30 a.m. It's 8:18. Now, because it's the 21st century, I've got to be on bleeping camera for the work call, which is going to require hair, makeup, all the things that are not available to this TikTok podcast. Broadcast. No hair and makeup up here, baby. Just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of face corrective apps to keep me from looking like hot garbage. Oh, Jilly Bean. There's some emotional terrain to navigate here in this Five of Cups. So we're in the realm of cups, Jilly Bean, which puts us in the realm of emotion, okay, as opposed to passion, intellect, or physicality. So think about your heart. The overall lesson here is one of emotional work. You've got to push through these harder moments, which is an active thing to do, even if you feel passive inside of it. Active. I'm sorry to hear it's been a rough 2 months. Queen, me bleeping too. Fuck. So, I think the deck is just inviting you to embrace that work right now and move from that 5 to that self-love 6. But here this card is to tell us that's exactly what our job is to do. We need to actively embrace the experience of grief in a way that's geared towards loving ourselves, because that's where we're headed, the Six of Cups, which is sweetest and most pure and most sustaining self-love. Self-love. It's literally the whole game is, can you hold yourself as holy? Can you hold yourself as holy? He said with a backdrop of heaven. Do the work in the realm of the emotional. I think that's just the way to read that. And I'm right there with you, Jilly Bean, doing that work, because it's good work. And the only fucking work we can really, what if you don't do it, it will do you. It'll do you. It's all about setting yourself free, which is an exhausting bleeping enterprise. Who here needs cards? It's not time to watch me have morning coffee. It's time to ask the deck for some morning wisdom. Does my mother-in-law hate the way I breathe? Jilly Bean. All right, Cynthia, I'm pulling a card for you. The deck doesn't know about those kind of things, Jilly Bean. Does your mother-in-law hate the way I breathe? I hope not. Here's how I breathe. Right? My mother-in-law loves it. Cynthia, look who's there to say hello to you on a Tuesday morning. It's the Queen of Cups, beckoning you towards the royal receptive control of the emotional realm writ large. You see here the deck's iteration of absolute emotional beauty, absolute emotional peace, absolute emotional power in the receptive mode. There you are, Cynthia. Sit inside your beautiful watery throne. Sit down into your emotional power. Boom. Crash. Who needs morning wisdom? I need morning wisdom recipients now. Look, it's free of charge. Cynthia says, I'm definitely going to need that since I'm going to go through this child support. Oh my. Well, I'm glad you're not worried, honestly. Man, we're all going through it though, aren't we? Aren't we all going through it? I'm glad we have each other, and we do, Cynthia. We really do. Well, that card was aimed at you, not by me, by ... You know. Sarah, am I going to attend Irish med school? Hi, Sarah. Grove. I don't know. Are you? Cards. Sarah's interested in Irish medical school. What do you have to tell her, about that? Anything, cards. Look, Sarah. It takes bravery to ask these cards questions like this. You have bravery, and I salute that bravery. Let's see what they say. Now, look, Sarah, does your friend Open Phones actually consider these cards capable of prognostication? No, I don't know. I go back and forth. I reach into the deck, thinking about you, and the deck showed me this. Do you know what that symbol is? This is like the magician card. This is the mage. And what you see here is the empowered human, spiritually activated, standing over all four of the tools in the elemental realms, ready to begin on their powerful journey toward mastery. This bodes well for you. Look, Sarah, come back. Tell me. If it's wrong, if you get like a rejection, I'll retract this card. I'll walk it all the way back. I'm saying, because Sarah, look, I'm a terrible reader. I pulled the wrong card. But if I'm not a terrible reader, and if this card comes true, come and tell me. Because I would love to know. I wish you luck on your journey toward Irish medical school. Saturday Nikki number 1. You may get a card pull. Nikki, get over here. Get over here, Nikki. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Get over here. That's right, I lapse into like Tony Danza sometimes. That's for the old people in this audience who know who that is. AKA no one. I assume everybody up here is 12 years old. I'm 96. 96 years young. Just a lot of filters. Bringing you in, Queen. Non-dominant hand. Deck, cut into 3 piles. I don't know why I do that, like I'm gonna like try to like do a trick. I'm not doing no tricks up here. I don't have the dexterity for it. Here it comes, Nikki. You ready? I'm gonna cheat and look. Card of the day for you puts you into the realm of the material. And you're looking at, and this is a recurrence that happened earlier this broadcast, the 10 of Pentacles, which is a crescendo in the realm of the material, if you want it to be. A verbal 10, a 10 that's on the way to a 1, to a resetting of the cycle, is the crescendo energy, like the most materiality, the most health, the most wealth, the most nature, the deepest family connections, real, like you could argue genetic connections. And you're being beckoned toward that. And also here in the Pamela Coleman Smith deck, you're being not beckoned toward, but you're being treated to an image of the Kabbalistic tree of life, you see, which is the 10-node map of the universe, which is there to provide a beautiful spectral way of achieving divine balance within yourself so that you may walk in alignment with the Lord.